Welcome, my name is Carl. My amateur radio call sign is Mike Zero Sierra Zulu Tango, and it's December here in the UK. We came out of lockdown a couple of weeks ago, managed to get out once, and then as a family we had to lock down for another 10 days as we had a positive case in the household. One of my daughters got positive, and that was quite worrying, so we all hunkered down, got ourselves tested, and we've come out of that now. So this is the first time I've been able to get out in the past 10 days. It's been a bit tough. It's tough for all of us at the moment, but I decided today just to get some fresh air and go and try somewhere new for a walk and take a radio out. So I want a new radio as well. The strangest thing happened. I bought a Making Radio Great Again cap, an icon cap, and I got a free radio. So I've got the icon IC 705. I mean, I'm an outdoor radio kind of guy, so why wouldn't I go for the new outdoor radio? So I've sold my 817, which I never thought I would do. But the 817's gone, and the ICOM 703, that has gone to a good owner. So that allowed me to then get the 705. So I've tried it out at home. It's in the backpack now. I'm hoping to find a spot or a quiet spot to get a radio plugged in and make a couple of calls. But I'm here. This place is called Apedale, and it's in Stoke-on-Trent, where I live. It's on a doorstep, really. It used to be a mining place. It used to be mines, pits here. Stoke-on-Trent's renowned for three main industries. That's pits, mines, potteries, because we are called the potteries, and steel. Sadly, most of those industries have gone. We've still got some potteries left here, some decent potteries, I must admit. But so this is it's a heritage site now. It's converted into a heritage place where we can go out for walks and enjoy the history and enjoy the fresh air. So I'm keeping it simple today. I've got the ICOM 705 in the bag with a 2 meter Slim Jim. So I might just try and make a simplex call on that in a bit. I mean, I've got a little bit of height. I mean, there's a bit of takeoff here. It's not too bad. And then hopefully back at the car. It's a busy car park, but I'm going to try and put up a dipole in the car park and see if I can get on to 20 meters and see if I can make a simplex call on that. So I'm looking at the clock on this. 3.5 minutes. This is the longest introduction I think I've ever done. So I'll find some clever way of making it into an introduction. But keeping it simple, I want to just get some fresh air, take a video with me. If I make a radio contact, happy days. If I don't, listen, if I don't, I'm out here. This is beautiful. So yeah, this is where we are. So again, this is one of those places when as you're walking around you can spot little gaps where you go, oh, I could actually get out of people's way there and stick up a small antenna and have a flask of tea and do a bit of radio. There's this place down here, this little muddy place down here full of pixies and fairies. This place here would, I suppose, might make a half decent place to at least try some radio. But I'm going to be walking, following this path round, and there should be like a heritage monument to the mining industry. This should be where the original wheel was, where it used to live, where the lift shaft was. It actually feels good to be able to get out and have a walk after being isolating for so many days. Sort of you worry when you worry over your daughter, if she's going to be okay, and she is okay. But then you worry about, well, what happens if we get the virus and it's circulating? Is it circulating in the house? This unwanted guest, and so, you know, it is a bit of a worrying time. But I guess we're a testament to proof that sometimes the worrying is more harmful than actually the just getting on and just being mindful of looking after each other and looking after ourselves. So the ICOM 705, this video isn't going to be a here's what you can learn about a 705 or my first impressions of the 705. There's tons of videos that do that, and some of them do it quite well. So for those people who are watching this video because they might be interested in buying a 705, then well, I think yeah, I think it's if you're at that point where you're at that point where you're almost ready to buy a 705, you probably have watched the rest of the videos before you watch this one. I don't know whether just go round a bit more. I'm going to go round a bit more, see if we can make it a bit longer. This is just me and a 705 getting outdoors. Granted, you've probably watched about 5 minutes of this video and you've not even seen me get the 705 out the bag. I do have one, it's just in the bag. So I think I'll follow the path round. I'm hoping that it will do some sort of circular, and the car's back over that way, so I'm hoping go round and it will go round, and where that path was just going up there, I'm hoping it will go round and meet up there. I've got the rfinder B1, and my thoughts on the B1 are a bit mixed at the moment. I'll keep going this way. It's when the radio works, it's cracking, does the job. I'm just a little bit nervous at times that it's got an over reliance on a native app rather than it's actually part of the, I don't know, it's part of the circuitry of the radio. There's this API, which is the way that, you know, the software will talk to the hardware and all that. It just seems that if, like today, I've just grabbed the radio and come out the front door, if I've not actually done an update of the app and the operating system, there's a good chance that when I get here, like it has before, there's a good chance that the radio doesn't work, and I can't operate like that. I need to have, you know, keep the batteries charged, and on days like this I'm sort of still right up to the wire thinking about where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do, how much time I've got all these other commitments, and I do want to grab and just come out the door. So a lot of my equipment, I'm storing it and categorizing the equipment in a way where I can just grab it and go, but to have this extra step, so I'm assuming the radio is working. I'll just put a call out. This is Mike 0 Sierra Zulu Tango checking access. Oh yeah, that works. This is Mike 0 Sierra Zulu Tango monitoring GB3 ST. I'm sure it's ST.
But you know, I don't watch it, I'll just listen to it, and you know, because we haven't got Sky, we've got...
The thing I like about the rfinder is I do have faith that if it was absolutely lashed it down now and the weather was awful, that physically the radio would be absolutely fine. If I've updated the software, making sure that before I leave the house. There was an issue where the memories of all of the local repeaters didn't have, especially around here, didn't have the tone to open the repeater up. Whereas that's fixed now. That was a bit of a bugbear, but we got that solved. There's still a couple of, I guess, natural bugbears around the progression from almost like chip-based, transistor-based radios to software app-reliant radios. There's always this, because it's a movable feast when you work in software and apps, as you're trying to keep up with operating system conditions and all sorts, and to have a radio dependent on keeping up with that pace of change. It's an interesting time, an interesting challenge for new radio developers like Bob. I guess I have to think differently about this idea of a radio is just sitting there ready to go. Right, we're going up. This has got to be a good sign. It means we're going to get to a point where we can stick up a Slim Jim, hopefully. Yep, good morning Alan, it's Carl, Mike 0 CO Zulu Tango. Just having a walk about with a camera, so I'm just filming for YouTube. I thought I'd just pop in and say hello.
Good morning Carl. I'm always there watching you. Where are you today, Carl? Are you somewhere up in the hills, or are you across the road here?
Yeah, hope you don't fall over. You get to meet some lovely people through the radio. That was my friend Al. Doesn't live that far away from where I do and where I do local radio. Really nice chat, really interesting, and there's lots I've got to meet over the past few years. Lots of really nice people on the radio. I mean, obviously there's a selection of people that are just trolls and just really unhappy people, but those people aren't important. I'm hoping to get a chance to put the 705 onto 2 meters, because if not, then I've got to just re-edit this video and make it look as if I was just going to take the B1 out for a walk. But no, we'll get 705 on the go, even if I get back to the car and get onto 20 meters from the car with the 705. You know, depending on how busy this place is when I get somewhere. Right. There's the wheel. Right, we're on. Let me just tie that up a little bit. Just had a really nice chat with a chap asking all about radio, and he knows a local operator as well, and we're just talking about radio and CB and stuff. Really nice chat. I'm up and running. I'm going to go and put a call out. I'm only working 5 watts, so height is might on this one. Height and an antenna that is actually in tune is really important on 5 watts. So I'm hoping to make a contact, but let's just put a call out and let's see what happens. So let's just try and pick a frequency out of the way a little bit. I've moved from there. Either I've got a problem with the Slim Jim, or it's the metalwork that I'm too near. But the SWR is crazy. It's really high. I did a visual inspection of the antenna before I left home, because you can get trapped and all sorts of shenanigans. So visually the antenna looks okay. There's no bumps, cracks, there's no splits, no nothing. I'm only thinking that it might be the metal of the wheel itself, so I'm going to set up here and see if that solves it. But if not, then obviously I need to have a really good inspection of the adapters and the 705. So we'll set up here, we'll see what happens. So we've got a race against time, we've got some real dark clouds coming over.
Every time I go and try and do something, it's flaming. I think the way things are going,
About 12 months or so ago. Back door.
Really not happy about the SWR on this antenna or this setup. I've moved from where the metal work is over there to here in the vain hope that somehow it was related to that, but it's not. I'm picking up lots of stations, lots of APRS. It's a fantastic location. This is great. I mean, there's plenty of space here for when I do come back to put up a bit more adventurous antennas that work would help as well. So it's been a great walk getting here. I've had a chat on the radio on the way round. I was hoping to get the 705 on the air and get my sort of first portable 2-meter contact, but it's not going to happen. I'm not going to push it with this radio. I'm not happy about the what's coming back into the radio from the antenna. Visually the antenna looks fine, but there's something not right here, something fishy going on. I'm not going to push it, so I'm going to head back to the car, get a flask of tea. I've walked back to the car and put up a 20-meter dipole, and yeah, thankfully that's absolutely fine. Got some decent signals coming in, so I'm just going to play radio here for a bit before heading home.
2019, 29 of June, 29 of June on 20 meters then, on 20 meters man, and the time...
20, CQ20, Italy, Zanzibar.
Yeah, Mike 0, Sierra Zulu Tango.
Many thanks, my friend. Mike 0, Sierra Juliet Tango. And good afternoon, my friend. And for Italy, Zulu 3, Whiskey, United Whiskey. And my name is Enrico.
Yeah, Roger, yep. The call sign here is Mike 0, Sierra Zulu Tango, Sierra Zanzibar Tango, and the name is Carl. Charlie, Alpha, Romeo, Lima, QSL. I've lost him. Oh, he's got them wrong again. Wow, look at that propagation changing. Yeah, Roger, yeah. 7-3 there, Enrico. I'm losing you. So thank you very much. And 7-3 from Mike 0, Sierra Zulu Tango. 7-3. We lost him.
Attention, for me on the very problem and copy you.
The rain came down really awful, that's why I didn't film on the way back to the car. It absolutely threw it down, and hail, the whole works. We had the full gamut of British weather today. We had sun, wind, hail, snow, yep, so the whole lot. Right, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next video, so bye bye for now.